Hello dear friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel on LELB Society. I'm Dr. Hariri, and I'm here to teach you another lesson or unit of 1100 words you need to know in order to improve and enrich your vocabulary in preparation for IELTS and TOEFL. This time I'm going to teach you one unit of 1100 words you need to know, week 35, day 4. New words. Pensive. Pensive means thoughtful, reflective. See, okay, the person who is pensive thinks a lot, and the opposite could be impulsive. And the next word is wet as a verb, means to stimulate and stir up, to motivate, galvanize, to arouse. And the next word is stupor. Stupor refers to a state in which a person is almost unconscious and their thoughts are very unclear as a result of fatigue, sleep deprivation, and even actually a kind of trauma or accident, or even as a result of drinking alcohol. So daze and insensible or illogical condition. The next word is wince. Wince or drawback or flinch. Flinch means to make a sudden small movement because of pain or fear. You withdraw, you recoil. And the last word is cliché, which is a commonplace phrase, something that is overused. And because of that, actually, it loses its value. Platitude. Okay. Now let's see how these words have been used in the context. Another surprise. Thurber, or James Thurber, who has written so many modern Aesops or morals or didactic stories, are written in a jocose or funny, comic manner, but they contain enough serious matter to make one pensive. One here means everybody. Pensive, thoughtful. He tells of some builders who left a pane of glass standing upright in a field near a house they were constructing. Tells of here means tells about, and it refers to that tale, T-A-L-E, or story, of some builders or constructors who left a frame of glass or a pane of glass standing upright in a vertical manner in a field near a house they were constructing or building. A goldfinch. Goldfinch is a small brightly colored bird belonging to the family of finch, and flew across the field, struck the glass, and was knocked inert. Because the bird couldn't see the glass, it was transparent, and therefore it hit the glass and was knocked inert or unconscious. Actually, the bird stepped into a state of stupor, as we have it here, inert. He rushed back after a while when the bird achieved or obtained its normal condition. He rushed back and divulged or revealed or told to his friends that the air had crystallized, because the bird thought that it was the air and it couldn't perceive, actually he couldn't perceive that it was a pane of glass. The other birds derided or ridiculed or mocked, M-O-C-K, him. And they said that he had become irrational or illogical, irrational, and gave a number of reasons for the accident. They were rationalizing or justifying that actually there must be some reasons, and the goldfinch had gone crazy. The only bird who believed the goldfinch was the swallow. Among all the birds, just the swallow believed in what the goldfinch said. The goldfinch challenged the large birds to follow the same path. He said that, okay, if you don't believe me, just do exactly as I did, and you will find it on your own. And the large birds to follow the same path he had flown. This challenge served to whet their interest, to arouse their interest. There referred to the large birds. And they agreed with gusto. Gusto means enthusiasm, alacrity, with gusto. Okay, they accepted the challenge. Only the swallow abjured, means denied his words. Renounce, denied its words, renounced. Okay, so the swallow didn't accept the challenge. The large birds flew together and struck the glass. So the same thing happened to the other birds. They were knocked into a stupor. They became inert. They lost their consciousness for a while because they just struck the glass. This caused the astute or sharp, brilliant, smart swallow to wince, to withdraw with pain, with agony. This caused the astute or intelligent swallow to wince with agony, it's clear. Thurber, the author or writer, drew a moral or didactic story that is the antithesis, means the exact opposite, antithesis of the cliche we all accept. And it reads, he who hesitates is sometimes saved. Because the original or the cliche that we are used to is, he who hesitates is lost. But sometimes when you hesitate, you can save your neck. So, he who hesitates is sometimes saved, which is the antithesis of he who hesitates is lost. Sample sentences. Number 1. He was in such a stupor as a result of, means because of. As a result of the accident that this precluded his hearing my condolence. Okay, there was an accident and actually he stepped into a stupor. He became inert and daisy because of the accident, and as a result this accident precluded or prevented his hearing my condolence. Condolence, sympathetic expression when you want to soothe somebody in the face of problems or some tragedies. Number 2, if you juxtapose one cliche with another, you often get completely opposite lessons about life. Juxtapose means put something next to each other in order to make a comparison. When you weigh something by putting it next to something else. Juxtaposition is the noun form. One cliche with another, you can often get completely opposite lessons about life. The rest is clear. Number 3. The hostile, aloof, unfriendly. Rebuke means criticize. Rebuke. Made, the usually phlegmatic, lethargic or lazy, inactive boy wins. This is a causative verb structure. Make somebody do something. So, the acrimonious or harsh criticism caused the usually lazy boy to, here we have cause him to take an action and to withdraw with, for example, fear. Number 4, you cannot whet his desire for the theater with dubious histrionics. You cannot tempt him or arouse his desire for the theater with dubious, or let's say insincere, histrionics. That the word histrionics refers to some part or dimension of the theater, and it's going to describe the theater. And the theater actually has a display of various emotions, and most of which are insincere. That's the definition of histrionics. And because of the fact that the theater actually is not sincere or honest, or is not interesting, particularly the adjective dubious shows that the boy was not tempted to watch or to enjoy the theater. Number 5, the fervid marriage proposal made the shy girl pensive. Fervid means exciting and fervent. Fervid and fervent are synonymous. The exciting and interesting, enthusiastic marriage proposal, the way a boy proposes to a girl, made the shy girl or reserved girl pensive. So the form of proposal or marriage proposal actually changed her mind, because at first the girl was somehow neutral, but after a while, because of the form of proposal, she thought otherwise or reconsidered the case. Okay, I already covered that. And today's idiom: tongue in one's cheek. When you have your tongue in your cheek, it means that you are not serious or sincere. You just say something but you don't mean that. It's an idiom. Okay. John's father surely had his tongue in his cheek when he told his son to go sow wild oats. It means to have a lot of romantic and sexual relationships in his youth while he was young, to have a lot of, for example, sexual partners, and that's the meaning of this idiom. And kick over the traces means to start behaving in a bad way, to start behaving badly. Okay, that is kindergarten party. So when John's father actually said to his son that, okay, go and sow wild oats and kick over the traces, he really didn't mean that, because it is unexpected of a father to advise his son to do this. Alright, so we come to the end of this vocabulary lesson. So if you enjoyed this vocab lesson, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because there are so many other lessons waiting for you, and there's such a long way to put an end to the to this fat book. 1100 words you need to know. I'm Dr. Hariri. Thank you very much for your attention, and till the next time, bye bye.